Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I think Dragon Den's down here. I got some new quests to do, apparently. Would I have, like, permanent ice effect when I run? Now... Wait. That's all? That's all I had to do? Okay. That was easy. Alright, well, then I guess let's get right to it. Do I have the stuff here to make my little animal carrier mabob? I should. I'm not going to actually build it up here. Otherwise it won't be able to descend. But I should have all the stuff I need. It's like a weird glitch going on with the ice effects. It's like permanently on. There it is. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. Oh boy. I can't remember how many things it was. It was like... I think it was 3 on each. But I think I needed like extra for... That were always going. Was it 1 each? I think it was 1 each. I can't really remember. Ooh. I think that's how I did it. No, I can't remember. What is up with I gotta get rid of this. That's annoying. You are first. You are first of the day. It's been about 2 weeks since I've streamed. Been about 2 weeks or so. Oh yeah, I need thrusters, which I think I have all this stuff. I just need it in my bag so I can build it somewhere else. So we don't even have to wire it up. I just need the stuff. I think 1 should be fine. Just need to... Oh, I'm down a wooden rod? What the heck? This is why we check. What you building? Animal snatcher. There's, limited time chickens. How long would it take to get a full emerald chest of the thing you get from silk? Like, just silk in general? So what do balloons take? The cords? It depends. Like, silk, you can get a lot of if you send your villagers onto the job of... What is it? Textiles? And then you make sure to get rid of the spinning wheel. I believe this tech still works. And it forces your villagers to only use the loom, in which they'll just give you a fat stack of either silk fabric or wool fabric. This should be all I need. Now we break it. I didn't really need to build it like this, but... Oops. Careful. Just needed all this stuff. Completely manually? Well, like... That would be just fighting spiders and collecting... Because wool, you again, then you would... The best route would just to be... If it was wool fabric, in general, then you... If you weren't using villagers, then it would just be using sheeps and just giving them, I think it's vines and stuff or berries or whatever, makes them cough up the wool. And trying to think of what you would best be like if you didn't have villagers for silk. I think it's just farming spiders, but that's kind of crappy. Yeah, Devil Dog, how you doing? How long ago? Oh, a long time. I really couldn't put a number on it, but several, if not tens of hours. All right, so I guess I'll figure it out. But are these chickens pretty much everywhere around the island? Is any one of them rarer than the other? Has anyone noticed? I guess we're about to find out, like I said. Oh, I just realized I was playing BR at some point while I wasn't streaming, so all my settings are... There we go. Wait, we don't need post-processing it. Let's say the game probably looks... There we go. Now it looks all shiny. I was like, why does it look like poo-poo? Chickens! Chickens! Yo, thank you for the follow. I finally remembered to turn on my TikTok notifications. I kept forgetting because I had them all set up. I just didn't have a source for it, apparently. Oh, chickens! Chickens! Any of them new? Well, looks like one of them. No. No. These are all regulars. They're all regulars. I'm guessing they might be a little more uncommon. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't want I don't want to do this too fast, but I'm probably, since these are limited, and I'm guessing a lot of people's speculation, and I kind of agree with it, is that they will make their way back into the game at some point, possibly in part 2 in Ninjago, but I'm going to collect a couple of them each, just in case they don't. Yeah, chicken hunting for sure. If there's one thing that can get me on, it's a limited time animal colors. No, I've been going through some stuff lately. Oh, okay, sprint is broken right now. You know me and my animal collecting. I'm getting, because there's, oh, there we go. Icy ones. Okay, I might as well just take both of them with. Gotta build the thing now, though, for real. And hopefully I brought everything and didn't leave one of these pieces behind. Oh, I needed an extra piece of wood. I guess I can get a piece of wood over here. I forgot about the front and the middle. So this is the animal snatcher. There's probably like obviously a lot of different ways you could make this. And I can't even remember if I have the amount of balloons right. I'm probably wrong. Oh, did I bring a wrench? Wait. I would need vines, though, right? Doesn't it cost vines? Oh, turds. I guess I'll just leave this here and come back, and the chickens will be gone. It's fine. I'll just fly around this from now on. I totally forgot a wrench. Oopsies. These guys are going to be gone when I get back, but I can at least mark where I am. Yo, Raven Chick, Jess. Green Rock. What's going on, guys? Seems Fortnite is LEGO Fortnite is glitchy as ever. Honestly, that's because like whenever I'm absent from streaming, trust me, I'm watching this subreddit like a hawk. Like I'm into lurking mode, but yeah, it's still generally, and like there's a lot of stuff that's been going on forever that's still not. I just tried it before I started the stream today. I still can't make a new world. I get an error every time I try to create a new world. And I know I have open slots. I've deleted worlds. Like, it's been painfully annoying that I can't even start a new world. That problem has been an issue for quite a while. What did I need? The wrench. I should probably bring a stack of wood. Does your chest work inside the workshop? Like which workshop? This is LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. It's free. I haven't tried to rename a bus station, so I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing it's bugged. You can rely on anything, but it's not working, it's bugged. There may or may not be a fix in sight. The one thing that's like kind of gets me down is every time they do a bug patch and you read through the notes, I can't help but be like, oh, they fixed like 7 things that I didn't even know were an issue. Which it's not saying things don't need to be fixed, but like maybe other things that we really want are more difficult to fix, but it's like the seat glitch that kind of took, you know, over a year to get fixed. There was a million other little stuff that got fixed, but it was like stuff that I wouldn't even say was even close to as immersion breaking. Oh, I didn't bring stuff for a seat. I forgot to build a seat. Oh my god, dude. I am off my game right now. What do I need for a seat? Oh, I need cords. Of course I do. And I didn't bring any. I'm going back again. I'll figure it out today, chat. I'll figure it out. It's still playable, but there are things that if you want to, like, you want to commit to a game, right? When you fall in love with a game, you play it a lot so that it's like the little stuff ends up adding up. So I wouldn't say we have any like game-breaking bugs still, because the only other immersion-breaking bug that was really ticking everybody off was the driver's seat glitch, which has since been figured out. Can I not build this there? I just want to build a seat without having to grab the materials. Whatever. Is it granite? And then I need the cord. I probably forgot something still, but we'll figure that out when I get there. Is there fire spinjitzu? No, that's coming in part 2, which we still don't have any sort of confirmed date on that. I believe it's even been pushed back, if anything. Yeah, Battle Royale. I like, I like LEGO Fortnite more at this point, but I've always been a Battle Royale fan. But the last couple years, I've only really even played Reload, if I do. It's the only, I don't even enjoy like regular BR as much. I'm not as like into it, so like for me to spend time like looting on regular BR and then, you know, whether I win or not, you know, against the fight, sometimes I lose, and then it's like, what's the point? I spent all that time looting. I might as well jump into Reload and actually get some action back to back to back and like get the dopamine hits. I'm not looking to like compete. It's a little more fun for me. All right. But I do enjoy BR. Always have. That's why my locker is so stacked. I've played BR since I think I played a little bit in Season 1 and Season 2, but I really didn't buy, I didn't buy my first Battle Pass, and I forgot the, you know what else I forgot? The fishing pole. I knew I would forget something. And I didn't bring any treats. I did actually try Hightail. I played it for a couple days when it came out. It still may be something I stream from time to time, but I've done some building in Heights already, and it's fun, but like I enjoy this building a lot more to an extent. Do I have treats here still? Oh, heck yes. And then, do I have fishing rods? Here's the question. Probably not. I probably have those go to the base. Right? No fishing rod in here? Did they fix the... I don't think they did, but the legendary charm. Oh, I gotta travel there, duh. Oh, I like the little bus stop symbols now. Wait, is that what it is? Yeah, it's like part of the bus stop. Yeah, I've got treats. I just need a fishing rod. What's up, Dub Zeppelin? How are you doing? Hope you and the family are well. What sucked about that last time I went back to the vehicles, I saw there was even a second variant. I could have grabbed like all 3 of them. And I should double check this while I'm out here, is see if I need to set up another outpost animal village, which I'm pretty sure I've got room, but I could be wrong. I might actually have filled up that spot. By the way, Zeppelin, I can't remember. Is there a way to transfer animals from village to village once you own them? Like, are you able to just, if you have one animal at a village in a farmhouse, are you able to just put them on the vehicle, move them to another one, and move them into another house at another village? Oh, they are locked? Okay. That's kind of unfortunate. Because because I've got so many animals now, I feel like in the future, they will eventually expand, like how many animals you could have at a village and all that kind of stuff. And then at that point, I would love to redistribute, because even chickens, I think we're running on like, you need like a village and a half. You already needed more than one village to house all the chickens we currently had, so now you've got like almost 2 villages full of chickens. I'd like to be able to move them. That's why I'm going to get multiple of these ones. I'm going to try to get like 2 of each minimum of these guys. And since I know the base is going to take forever to load in, we are just going to, I think this is the base that has the most recent additions. What is 3? Wait. What is 3 on the map? Yo, thank you for all the shares and the follows, guys. On the TikTok. Well, it's not about fixing the build limit, it's improving the build limit, essentially. Making the game more optimized so it can handle more builds. Because this game, as you can see, it's a lot more detailed than Minecraft. And those kind of similar games are. So there's a reason those games are able to be ran, or not ran, but like able to run with essentially no limit in sight as far as building is concerned. When I'm building, it's such a lag. Interesting. I haven't noticed, I haven't built recently, but so how many animals do I have here? Yeah, I've only got 3 more animal slots here. So I would need to make another outpost even. I guess I got time. I'm not rushing. There's no other content to achieve right now. So what I'm thinking is this has a regular chicken here. This one's totally expendable. I can get rid of him, I think. That would actually be better. Is let's just when we get the other chickens over, we'll get rid of him. That'll leave us 4 spots for the 4 new chickens. And then when I build a new village, I can just put the regular chicken at another random spot. What's up, Mega Noons? Sorry, no song requests. Can you tell me tips in LEGO Fortnite? What kind of tips? I mean, it's a pretty broad question, but I'm open. I'm here for you. So let's go grab animals first, and then we'll make new village. And I guess, 'cause I already have, and that's the other thing about my cows too. My cows, I've got the new cows over at that village, and even then, I think I have 3 different villages that have cows in it at this point. How do you upgrade the weapons like that? With the new Ninjago materials. 5 new chickens? I saw 4 in the picture. But if there's a 5th one, I'm interested. Does anybody know anything about that? Anybody follow up on that claim? Because that's interesting. An orange looking one? Because I'm seeing, let's see. There's the white and blue one, like the icy looking one. And then there's like the black and red. And then there's like the red on red, dark red and regular red. And there's like the tan and the dark tan. You're saying there's like an orange looking one? I guess I'll keep my eye out. Artemis, that seems to be the consensus. I've been reading other people's questions like that on Reddit and seeing some of the other regular commenters on Reddit give their opinions on it. I think it's one of those things. Why wouldn't you? If they're putting you in the game and you couldn't keep them past the event, that'd be silly. So I'm just obviously get them now because you don't know if they're going to add them in the future again, which I think it's pretty likely that they will. So don't worry too much if you don't grab them, but just in case, you know, maybe it's a good idea to grab them. All right, did I grab everything I needed? I should have plenty. There's more than enough treats. This is my main base, by the way. I do have a tour of it on my YouTube if you want to check it out. But otherwise, we're going to get back to the Ninjago. Yeah, this is my main world. I've been playing on this world. Essentially, this is my main expert world, which I've been playing on since Expert came out a little over 2 years ago now, I think. How many Rift Crystals? A lot. Well, Rift Crystals, probably not a lot at this point. I've spent them all on making the older sets of weapons into legendaries. Yeah, can anyone confirm finding like an orange chicken? It's orange and red, interesting. You got Colombo, Battle Bus, and the Gingerbread AT-AT at Legos. Let's go! I've haven't bought Lego a lot recently, but for anybody interested, I did reopen my Bricklink store. Let's take a forever. The grand reopening. I did. This is one of the other things I spent some time, because I had most of the things set up, but I also still have like tons of stuff to liquidate, like random stuff that I don't want like either anymore or stuff that I already intended on selling, and I had spent a decent amount of time uploading some more stuff. It was that, and also kind of stock. Not that there wasn't stock in there, but I wanted to make sure I was opening with some stuff ready to go. I've actually been selling a lot over just the last week alone. Yeah, it takes me a minute to teach. This world, I swear, the older the world, the jankier it gets. And when I'm traveling this far, which I don't know why, because when I'm traveling to Ninjago Island, there's not that much stuff there. Like, there's not, like, I don't have a huge base at the Ninjago Monastery. It's just the base builds there. Why is it taking so long? Dude, I couldn't tell you. It's the norm. Not normal. It doesn't happen like this every time. But there's times where it just does, and I've just learned to accept it. First time being in my life? Well, welcome in. I'm about to show you how to snatch up the new animals and bring them wherever you want. That's the goal for today, is gotta catch them all. Pokemon in LEGO Fortnite, basically. Do I have the Bricklink? I think I have a Bricklink command. Did it work? No. I thought I had a command for that. Maybe I just have it shut off. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's been a minute already. It's probably take another minute. Star Wars update would be good. They've put another one would be nice this May because they didn't really do anything last year for it. But there is Star Wars content you can still complete in the game to this day from a couple years ago. Love the leg on the back. Thank you. Am I cooked, chat? Do I need to Alt F4? I guess I'm Alt F4. Favorite weapon? I mean, I like the melee weapons. So it makes the game a little more challenging, but I mean, as far as the best weapons go, the plasma pistols are still up there. Hey! I have arrived! It's much more preferable than restarting the game. Yo, thank you for all the follows. Welcome in, welcome in. What does the wrench do? It allows you to change and adjust the channels on like thrusters and balloons and stuff. So, did I already change it? So, like this, I already have it set to channel 2. So, like, when I'm in this, it helps you make controls for your vehicles. So, like, if I press channel 2, it only activates those. This channel 3 is right, channel 1 is left, channel 4 is for balloons. So it's a way to allow you to control your vehicles. Leave. Hey! Leave me alone. Okay. Come here. I should have brought the thing closer. Oops. Sorry, bud. Come here. Come here. Come on, buddy. Oop, wrong piece. I forgot I needed a 12. Is there any wooden 12s here? There we go. Just use that one. Alright. Now, where'd the other one go? Come here. Now you get a treat. Come on, buddy. They changed the running. I feel like the running animation looks a little bit different. When did I start? When the game came out. Or do you mean like start the stream today? Because that's about 30 minutes ago. I guess I could try going for another one. Cause I don't. Oh wait, I do need to get unique ones right now anyway. Cause I don't have a second village to put the extra ones into. So let's release this guy, and we'll get unique ones, and then I'll make a new village, and then we can get a second set either later today or tomorrow. Come on, buddy. All right, let's go find you a friend. Those appear to be the standard ones. Oh! Oh! We gotta scoot. We gotta go. I think I needed more balloons for this. It's riding a little low, but I think we'll survive. Can't go too fast or you'll go like past the animal spawns before they actually render in. Bro, hello? This should be my 2 dragon spawns, right? Or have they fixed that and made it so there's actually repeatedly spawning dragons wherever you go? Because that would be kind of nice too. Hey, stop it. Piggies. Ooh. Oops. I don't have my balloons on anymore. It's like, why am I falling? I didn't realize I turned them off. Chickies! Someone mentioned they took out... Oh, okay. Hold on, I'll do a flip when I get to the ground. Rams. No chickens. There's the fifth. That's one of the ones I'm seeing in the... Is it like different than the red one? I mean, that's the black one, but there's also a red one. I'm imagining they're based off the elements, no? They are fun colors regardless. This is something I'm glad we have now, but I think it would have made a little more sense to do this with the release of the update. Like I said, I'll take this kind of content anytime. This is kind of the thing I expect with like a new update in general is like, oh, you get a new area to go to, you get new animal variants, which we did, but only for a few. Well, I guess we got new animal models. We just didn't get any variants of the ones we already had. Aha! I can't remember any of the... I know I have one that has the name Flip in it, but the rest of them I wouldn't know what they're called. Hey! Where'd my car go? Don't worry, buddy. I'll take you with me. All right, let's go. I guess I could try to get all 4 in one go. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's... Hold on. Oop. Let's break this one and see if we can get both of these guys trapped in the back end real quick. Oops. Hey! Holes in my ship. Stop it. Brother! Okay. Do this in peace, please. You... Here. Wrong piece. Boom. There we go. That should be pretty easy to get the other 2 in now. Because it's been pretty reliable to travel around. I don't think it should be a problem if I have more than 2 or 3. Oh, you were teasing about dragon. I'm a little thick for this, kind of goes right over my head, as you can see. What other LEGO creators do I know? Like, know personally, or like know of? Dragon jumped on your ship, destroyed the whole thing. I generally don't build anything too big or beefy for like traveling and collecting stuff, kind of just because of that reason. It's fun to make stuff, but game's a little one. You build too big, too fancy, and sometimes it's just a matter of time before your vehicle bugs out. But otherwise, yeah, you get the occasional dragging. Friends with. I got a couple friends. I haven't seen them in about a year. I haven't gone to any LEGO shows as recently as they go to, but there's people like Cool Guy Dom, Maticus Bricks, Matt Mellish. I wouldn't say we're like we, you know, we're all buddies. And then like I've met and interact, you know, I would say we're like, you know, we don't like hang out, right? We're buddies that like mostly because all of us live states and states apart. But like, who we got? Brick and Nick from Lego Masters I've met multiple times, and even helped him with a little I can't remember if there's a charity attached, but I helped him with a little thing last year. Not last year, 2 years ago now at TwitchCon. Got to interact with him pretty heavily there. He's a great guy. Okay, I don't know. Is he he's a better person or a better builder? He's a really nice guy though. And then obviously Brave Builds. I met him at Denmark when we went a couple years ago, when Lego invited us for the Storm King event. And then that's also when I met Kaz. And then I know Danny Bob Studios, who I also met multiple times previous to getting to share a spot, getting invited to Denmark a couple years ago. She was also there, but I had met her, been buddies with her through Lego conventions a year or two prior to that. Like I said, it's been about a year since I think the last Lego show I went to was Brick World Chicago last year, which I should be going this year. And I could see my buddies again. Because a lot of my Lego creator friends that I've made over the years, a lot of them are East Coast based, which doesn't make it easy to travel and meet up on a consistent basis, unless I'm going to all the Lego shows, which I just haven't been in the market for lately. Yeah, I have a video posted on my page already. It shouldn't even be that far back either. For the animal snatcher. Yo, thank you for all the follows and the shares, guys. Appreciate it. We're just trying. I still have both of them in there, right? I feel like they are more on the edge. I feel like I haven't found any on the interior yet, or maybe I'm just being visually biased. I don't even remember where I found the last one at this point. Yep, I've got a tutorial for this. I'm going a little fast. Gotta slow down. Like I said, if you go too fast, the animal packs will like despawn before you even see them, because you're moving too quick. Oh god. Once again, anti-air missiles shot at me. About 7 different rollers. I think I'm gonna go towards the edge. I think that was a little more reliable. Oh, dang, there's a dragon challenge. It's the first time I found one of those. Are those repeatable? Does like, will a dragon spawn on that challenge like every time? Or is it random? I haven't messed with the dragon challenges like at all. But it's definitely like my 3rd dragon I've seen. Okay, let's go to the coast. I feel like I've been having more luck with chickens there. Oh, master. Cows over there. Oh, I gotta sleep real quick. So those animals, like now that it is, I think, completely dark, I shouldn't see any more animal spawns until day. Those ones will stay there if you already spawned them in. And if they're near you and you sleep, they should stay. And I gotta be careful because I think a dragon spawns over here sometimes. Oh, you got the flowers. I literally just uploaded those like a day or two ago. See, these animals will stay here. And now new animals should spawn since it's daytime again. How are you still not bored? I mean, one, I took about 2 weeks off. Not necessarily due to boredom reasons, but got some personal stuff been going on and interfering a little bit with the stream schedules and times and stuff. But otherwise, still enjoy my LEGO game. What are those little flames there? I saw a flame. Oh, it's a guy. Oh my god! It's a guy! Oh, did they fix this challenge? Oh, they did! Look, there's 3 things there now. This is the one that was always bugged for me. Looks like they finally fixed it. What ability? What do you mean? Like the thing right now? Just one of the spin jutsus, really. Streamers are so lucky. Why do you say that? It's all choices. But I am very fortunate. First person I've seen playing this. There's plenty of us out there playing it, but it hasn't, I don't think the effort that people expected has been put into it yet. So I understand why the numbers are low. Trust me, it's been a long time this game's been out now, and a lot of the time, you know, I'm satisfied anytime an update comes out, but a lot of times it ends up fading pretty quickly because I don't think there's just no end game to this, like, other than building. I wish there was a little more end game, like, stuff that you really had to grind for, like once you defeated the Storm King. Stuff that was, like, not insanely repetitive either. Like, I think adding more fish to start would be great, but I also talked about adding, like, factions. I think adding, like, and that it shouldn't be, like, obviously it'll take an update to implement it, but I think there needs to be more systems in the game, and I'll spout this, and is we need more peripheral, like, things to do. So, like, we got fishing. Fishing was a great start when they released the game, and they did the fishing update, like, within a few months of the game releasing. I think we need some more similar stuff like that, like bug catching. I think, one, opens up a whole new door to really cool-looking Lego creations, you know. You can make a million different butterflies with different Lego bricks that are pretty and unique, and then you can add, like, a bug net where you can capture not just, like, butterflies, but maybe also, like, beetles and just, like, other bugs that are, like, brick built, and you'd be able to, like, capture them, display them, put them in a museum. And then also, like I talked about factions, I think they should shamelessly, essentially, I'm sure there's tons of games with this mechanic, but like World of Warcraft, I don't know if they still use this, but there's like factions in the game, and you can go, most of the time you'll start neutral, and if you do quests for those factions NPCs, you get like reputation with that faction, and then you build up like a friendliness, and then eventually you become like essentially like honored, and then you're like the, you know, not the king, but like you're very respected by them eventually, and then that would cause other factions to not like you because they're a rival faction, and there could be like quests and benefits and items for each of those factions. So you would have like you know, maybe like the castle faction and the cowboy faction, and they're at war. So if you get friendly with the castle faction, you're actually getting like more disliked by the cowboy faction. But you get really cool equipment and charms from the castle people, but on the reverse side, you can't get the really cool stuff that the cowboys offer because you kind of chose sides there. And I think that could be, it doesn't need to be a whole update. Obviously, it'll start with an update, but I think they should add just, it's something peripheral to the game that once it's there, anytime we come out with a new big update like Ninjago. Oh God, did I lose one? How did I lose one? I think it was just lag that popped him out. That was weird. It's the first time that's happened. But like stuff like that, where anytime there's an update, it's another part that you just add in. You don't have to think about it. It's like, oh, new Ninjago update. Let's add a couple of Ninjago factions. Let's add a couple of Ninjago fish. Let's add a couple of Ninjago bugs. So it's like something that's consistent. It's not the main focus of the update, but it adds a peripheral aspect of the game to this update and any update moving on. I think that would be very... I think that chicken just got iced, by the way. Which I guess we're still looking anyway. We'll probably find another one. But, like, that's what we need, is because, like, every time an update comes out, it's like every update is a bubble. Every update is meant to be, like, work within itself, and it adds things that are, like, new-ish, but they're only, like, within that update. I feel like every time an update gets added, there should be, like, again, if we had factions, there could be a new faction, new animals every time that... And we kind of got that. We got the goats, or the sheep, and the cows right off the bat. But I think that's a little like the ground floor for asking for things. I think we need a few other peripheral things. And then I think world events would be cool. Like, what if there was some sort of, like, fishing contest where, like, you found an NPC near the... Like, an NPC in a little POI near the water, and they were clearly, like, a fishing faction or something. And you could do... And then, like, you could enter into a fish contest. And for that allotted period of time, the fish that you catch would be given a weight assigned to them. So at the time that, like, if you catch a orange flopper, it would be like, oh, this is a 7-pound, 5-ounce orange flopper. And then you try to catch as many as you could in, like, an allotted time period. And then, oh, that is an orange one, isn't it? I guess, no, I think that's the red one. It just looks very orange in the light. But I could be wrong. No, maybe the red one is different. I don't know. I think that is the red one. It just looks different in some of the lighting. It's hard to tell. I guess we'll find out. Come back here. Yeah, I think that would be great. That, like, and again, it's like, yeah, we've gotten the Storm Chasers base, but that was the whole center of an update. I think there needs to be more, again, more peripheral stuff that's like, it's still cool, but it's not like some big, shiny unveiling of a feature. It's just more side stuff to do. I think I'm putting that the right way. This one does look very orange, but I think it's the lighting. All right, well, let's just take what we got, and we'll come back for the other two, because we're actually right on the edge here. We've got a pretty good straight shot. All right, here we go. Yo, thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Do you have a village? Of course I have a village. Head there now. And then, yeah, updating the village. I think the whole villager system needs a revamp. I really do. Your villages never feel alive. Villagers are nothing but a click and collect feature. I wish the jobs were a little bit more active or something, or at least some of them. Like, especially for the farming jobs. Because when you send a villager on collect seeds or, like, harvest, they're not physically harvesting your crops or physically planting the seeds in your farm. Oh, I lost a balloon. That's why I'm a little lopsided. What it's actually doing is it's just generating items from a list at a certain pace. So if you send them on, like, plant seeds, all they're doing is taking a few hours to give you 30 different seeds at the end of it when you collect it. It's just generating them out of nowhere. I wish at least like with the farming, you could send a villager on like harvest my crops. So when you leave, it would still collect at like a rate, but based on what you had planted in the village, it would collect it essentially at a certain rate as soon as it was available to be collected while you're gone. And then it wouldn't be limited at 30, because whenever if you do any job in this game from a villager, no matter what the job is or what villager does it, when that villager is done with the job, they will give you 30 items total. So if you're on metal smelting, they might give you 10 copper bars, 10 iron bars, and 10 glass. Or it might be 30 iron bars. It's a random, but at the max, you're gonna get 30 individual items. And I think with some of the other ones, if they were more active, they could actually be like automating rather than just generating nothing or like items from nothing. What's up, J-Dub? Here, hold on. I need to add this balloon or it's going to drive me nuts. The stories definitely don't build on top of each other. I'm less concerned about story. I'm more concerned about, like, gameplay pathways. Like, when I'm talking, like, it's the thing, is, like, when they add a new, like, Ninjago, it's, like, it's great that there's, like, the elemental thing going on and all that, but it doesn't, like, give stuff to do, not necessarily in the rest of the world. But, like, when the Ninjago update came out, it would have been cool if there was a few places that got generated on the mainland that were, like, Ninjago-style POIs that maybe were... got you... You had to go find... It was, like, the... Because you also want incentive for these things. You need incentive. You need, like, a mechanic that makes it enjoyable to do and on top of the incentive. And then you need, like... like, I guess, like, a challenge, because, like, it would be cool if there was Ninjago POIs on the mainland, that if you found them, they either had a special villager that you couldn't find on the regular Ninjago island. Maybe the story would be like, oh, I got teleported with my friend, I was with my friends, and we all got teleported, but I haven't seen any of them, and you could be like, oh, well, I actually know where they're at, and you bring them back to the monastery, and it's, like, a whole reason to go off Ninjago, but still interact with Ninjago-like content and use other parts of the map that are since been, like, abandoned. You know what I mean? So, like, it's like a web, and you want to be able to utilize the whole web every time you add a new update. Does that make sense? Because, like, again, and then there could be, like, maybe another Ninjago POI that's on the mainland in the desert. It's like a special Ninjago desert mainland POI, and it like randomly generates on everybody's map, and once you find it, it has like a special quest or a quest line that when you do it, maybe you get a really special named item, you know, like a mythic. Like, that would be sick if there was a super like obscure quest line that you really kind of had to, like, you know, look up a guide for kind of thing. And once you did it, you got like a one-time use mythic item, but you could potentially discover more of those quests to get more of the items. But it would make some things truly unique and useful. Like, they couldn't make it too OP, but they could make it really niche or something. What's up, Neptune? How are we doing? Because I think every time, like, and that's what I go back to, is like the Ninjago Island, it keeps you there, and it also that's the other thing, is the power creep in this game, I guess would be the name to put it, is that with every update, it doesn't, like, you can still go do all the other content, but if you've done the most recent content, like when Storm King came out, you did the Storm King, you've got, you know, mythic item. If that was your first time playing the game, you do the Storm King loop, and now you've got stuff that's going to take you through Star Wars Island like it's nothing, and, you know, Klombo Island isn't going to be, the Lost Isles aren't going to be as difficult. So one thing, and I've talked about this recently, is they kind of did things a little bit. I think it's like not necessarily a step in the right direction, but I think it's on the right trail of what we need to do, and that's how they added the Ninjago charms. I think they should make zone-specific gear. So, like, we've got the new Ninjago charms, right? Those should only give you good, like, you know, like the health charm gives you what? 350 health. This should be adds health and armor while on, or adds bonus health and armor while on Ninjago Island. So if you were on Ninjago Island, it would give you the full 350. But if you're anywhere else, if you zone over to the mainland, you go to Lost Isles, you go to Star Wars Island, it should be reduced to like 100. So that like this is the equivalent of like a green or a blue charm, maybe, because it's meant to be used in that zone, so it empowers you in that zone. So you can't then take that super powerful item that you earned in that zone, take it to another zone, and wreck house with it. You would take it to that zone, and it would be like, this is getting me by. But if you got the Lost Isles charms, then those would be very powerful and more powerful than these charms are on an island. Does that make sense? So that way you would have to work through a gameplay loop or like a progression system of gear for every content island that there is, whether that's Ninjago, Lost, Star Wars, all that kind of stuff. It would make it so you don't have to restart, because again, like I said, it would make your Ninjago legendary equivalent to like a anywhere else blue. So it's not like you're starting from ground zero, but it does incentivize you to get that zone specific gear, so you're just as powerful in that zone as you were in Ninjago. Why are they throbbing? You said they. Ooh! They do be. They do be. They do be. Let's do that with the weapons too. They do be. Keep telling me why the Zane from LEGO Ninjago is not working, but me always. This is always me. It's not the right time to speak. Open up your quests. So press, what is it? I don't know what it is on console. But you want to open up your quest log. And you should have quests from different, like mine are complete. You want to be looking for either Lloyd. Like sometimes when you finish with Zane, he'll send you back to Lloyd. So depending on, you want to see what your most recent quest is and complete that. It's not always one of them. Oh, dude, still. This is like a zone of lag here. I don't even really have anything built here other than... I think this is just my... what's he called? Raven Tower. Alright, so I got the blue one and the red one. That's actually nice. Quest order? I mean, there is no order to follow, really. Just complete any quest that pops up in your thing, and it's just something to do or something to complete, and eventually you'll run out. It'll take a while, but there's a lot of quests in the game at this point. But I am currently... Actually, I got some Grasslands quests to do, I guess, that are brand new. Storm's Survivor Camp. What? Weird. They must have just added these. So, like, clearly I've done all that before, but if they add a new quest, it's like you have to end up doing it again. You want to go to journal. If you go to your inventory, just go to the journal. I don't know if there's a specific button for it on console. Oh good, I did bring extra planks to build more animal houses. Where? Oh, it's up ahead. Dang, that rendered in from pretty darn far. Interesting. I know there's some quests that are bugged, like the portal one still for some people. Or they have to like close 3 portals, but it doesn't complete it. Been playing since forever? Yeah, but I do other stuff. There's stuff outside of my gaming and streaming life. And then when I'm also not streaming, I play other video games. Just this is my main game that I stream and devote my time towards making content on. You playing on expert? Yes. Right now we're currently lagging up a damn storm. Told you this whole spot is just trouble. I am tired of the lag. That'll say. Eventually it'll let me go. I want to know what causes this, because I'm not around any major builds. This is just like generalized world lag. Games you like? Lately, I've been playing Marvel Rivals for like the last year when I'm not streaming. Other than that, I play some VR. Like I was just playing some Reload with my buddy earlier today for a few matches. Oh my god, release me. Such a warm welcome back to the game, as always. Are we good? Holy. This one definitely looks orange, but I think it's the red one. Or it's a bug and they got the color wrong, but I guess we'll see. I'll keep checking. You know, I think would also be a fun thing. This could wrap up into factions and stuff, but they could just make it random POIs. There should be POIs around the map that even if they're not a faction, they should be like that you can like recruit yourself with. There should be like arena style defense POIs where it's like there, like that Pleasant Park POI over there. Let's say you go over there and there's like a bunch of like defenses set up, like and like a bunch of, and you go talk to the guy and he's like, we've been getting overran with creatures and whatever all day. They're taking us out. Like we need your help. And it's like then you'd have like waves of enemies coming and trying to destroy it and like take out objectives or like just, you know, eliminate you or whatever. Or it's like, oh, you're not allowed to lose this many villagers. You know, if you let this many villagers die, you lose the mission. And it would just be like a wave of enemies that you have to fight off. And there could be, you know, rewards and challenges and accolades and unlocks for all that. That's another peripheral feature that I think would be kick-ass. Because if you look at the original trailer of LEGO Fortnite, it really almost implied that that's how it would feel is... like in the trailer, they've got like a brute and like other creatures like sieging a castle. And it gave you this idea of like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to like defend and hold off hordes of enemies from like our base even. And that's like a really cool aspect I wish they riffed on more. What game is this? It's LEGO Fortnite. It's free. It's its own game. Oh. I am closer to the base than I thought. Or at least the mini base. What am I doing? Transporting these new animal variants to a animal outpost. Got a new... I guess they're not technically ice, but there's an ice chicken, which is very blue and white. And then there's like I guess a fire chicken, which they're not really, I guess, associated with any elements, but just by their color scheme. He does look very... I think that's the tan one. No, maybe it is an orange one. Maybe there is 5. You guys are right. Perfect. His name is Blaze. You knew what his name was. The game picked correctly. Boop. Hey. Come on, buddy. Boom, boom. I need my screenshot. That definitely is orange. Now I'm wondering if it's just like the bugged red or if there actually is a 5th variant here. So we're going to snag a screenshot of that. Because it's time to update the animal variant guide for Reddit. Boop. All right, got my screenshots. Now we can explode this. Wink. Okay. Yeah, so there is a 5th one then. There definitely do be a 5th, it would seem. Maybe there's even more. So that means I need to find the tan one, the full red one, and the black one. Black and red one again. Go, go, go! It takes so long. Yeah, Zelo, but it could be specific, like, it'd be cool if you could build like a because right now we obviously have what we would call standard villages. But what if you could build a battle village, or like it would have its own separate village totem, and when you placed it down, it was like a challenge village where it would be constantly almost under attack. And like when you if you left it, it would like take damage over time or something. But if you were actively there, it could have like enemies spawning in trying to attack. But like it could have a really cool system behind that. Like you have your untouchable villages that obviously you don't want enemies attacking. But then you can have like challenge villages where you level them up, you get separate rewards, but they are at jeopardy, and you kind of it's an agreement with the player. If you make that kind of village, you know it's at risk, but then if you make a regular village, you know it's safe and you can build whatever without ever having it risked. But there'd be more rewards for the other kind. What takes this so long? You guys as good as mine, man. Game's just not super optimized to travel across 8,000 meters of the map. My main base is super far away from Ninjago Island. It's about like 7,000 or 8,000 meters, so it's a distance thing, I imagine. It's just having to load in all the stuff that's, you know, if you think about like RAM and how games work, if you're not near it and it's not rendering in, then it's not thinking about it. And I guess if you haven't been to an area in 5 or 10 minutes, then it's probably completely forgotten about what's going on over there. Next LEGO update? I don't have to guess. It's going to be a second part to the Ninjago update. The other thing that's disappointing is these updates end up being nice, but then when they're the only sliver of stuff we get for like almost 6 months, not that it's been 3, almost actually, it's almost been a whole 3rd month since the update. And like the chickens is really the chickens and named dragons, I think, are the only legitimate new content that we've had added to the game since the update, right? Nothing else I'm forgetting? I think it's named dragons and colored chickens. It's the only content update since the one. And then part 2 doesn't look like we're getting for another month or so, maybe more. And that's really probably all we're going to get until like December, I would imagine, based on the pacing of everything else. I'm just going to go this way. Yeah, the named dragons are great, but it's just like there's certain features where you're like, was that meant to be done at the beginning of this update and have named dragons because we had named enemies? I mean, I like it that they're hard, but I've said this too. They need to get a little more creative than just buffing the damage that an enemy does and buffing the health that an enemy has and calling that a more of a challenge. It's like, obviously it's more of a challenge, but in the least engaging and fun way possible. Because it's exactly like the other dragon, but you just have less of a cushion. There's almost always chickens over by my build over here. Oh, yay! Oh, dang it. I've already got you. Dang it! So that means I probably should have made another village if there actually is a 5th one. I guess they're all split up anyway, right? Here's my base. Or one of them. This is what I built on Ninjago Island for fun. I guess at this point I'm happy just collecting them. And I guess when I do the second set, I can always put that at its own base too. Where do I want to go? Purpose of this game? This is LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. It's an open world survival, so kind of similar to Minecraft where there's, some bosses and stuff to work towards, but at the end of the day, it's like a open world builder, so you kind of just make it whatever you want after you've kind of done all of the progression content, so to speak. These look like new... Yep. Hey, leave my buddies alone. These are my new friends. Okay. Dude, that ice effect is like bugged right now. It's like happening at all times. Mirror. What should I do? I mean, build stuff. I like, have you collected all the legendary fish? That's one thing. It's not like an official thing to do or task to do, but there's definitely... Oh, I never put the chair on. There's definitely a difficulty to it and an accomplishment in doing it, so that's something to do. That, and you not only do you catch all the fish, but you get to use them as like a display. It's pretty neat. Rarest fish, probably the legendary raven thermal fish. Possibly, I don't think the storm flopper's that hard to get, but if it's still how it used to be, the legendary raven thermal fish took me like 20 plus hours just to catch that one fish. I think it might have been more. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. I wish there was a little more, like, more advanced mechanics for fishing instead of just being like a click, point and click deal. I wish it was a little more nuanced. But overall, I like it. I like stuff like that in games where it's like, it's just fishing. It's not super important, and all it does is get you like a decor item, but it's totally obtainable. And it gave me something to do for quite a bit of time. Got the icy boys. We're just looking for the all red one and then the black and red one, I think. I feel like I am having way better luck on the coast, but it's really all I've been searching, so I can't really confirm that. Probably look on the little islands too. Strongest weapon? Plasma pistols. Technically the one that I think can do the most single damage in one swing is the charged up hammer. You could do some pretty nasty combination, not combos, but like combination of runes and stuff. I was able to, I think it was like a, oh, double. If you do like a Storm Wild Undead, you can put Undead Bane and Storm Bane and damage 3 on an item, and all 3 of them stack for that kind of enemy. And I think we ended up doing something like, it's like somewhere in the like 17 to 20 something thousand damage I was able to do in one swing with it, but that's not really practical. It was just more of a experiment for fun. But these chicken, they're confirmed to be limited, but they're not, it hasn't been also confirmed that they could come back, so it's a good idea if you like collecting this kind of stuff in the game to grab it now, because it may never come back, but chances are it's like, it's like almost like a teaser. Like, I'm guessing during part 2 of Ninjago, they'll probably just return. But who knows? That appears to be the red one. Is yelling at me. Oh, it is time for him to eat. Hold on, buddy. I don't know if you can hear that. Bones is yelling at me. I hear you, buddy. Relax. Like not even a minute. Let me just get this chicken packed up here. My IRL animals are yelling at me. Ah, Stewie! Buddy, please relax. I am immediately coming to your assistance as soon as I get this chicken on board. All right. Why is it being stupid? No, come here. I hear you, buddy. Chicken. Okay, I can. Let me get this up in the air. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go give Bones his meal. Yeah, I hear you, buddy, and so does the stream. Go. Let's go. Doggy's been fed. Elijah, appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate it. So let's see if we can't find the third one since there... Wait, I'm not going to be able to put it anywhere. I guess we'll go back with this haul. And then I'll find the last one. And then I think in between then I'll even start up the other village. So we're aiming for there. I wish they'd scale the marker. I get it, it's 7,000 meters away, but they end up making it so small. Like the further away you are, the smaller the text is. Now you think it would scale a little bit to help you see it. It's like, wait, I lost it. There it is, see? See that little tiny blip right above my character's head? See, I can point at it with my character's head. See that right there? That's the map marker with the distance text. I can't even see what number it is, but it's definitely going down. It's not an official in-game quest, but I've made it a self-made quest to collect all the animal variants. Because with cows, you'd be surprised. Even the white, there's 4 white and black cows, and there's 4 white and brown cows, which look very similar to the white and black cows. And then even within those variants, it's like trying to spot the difference between 2 photos, and there's like 1 difference. And then with the mountain cows, there's even like 4 types each for like the dark brown and the light brown ones. But as far as there's no official reward or quest for these, it's more of a personal conquest. Relics, I mean, really it depends on what you're fighting. If you're fighting a dragon, ice relics all day. But it really depends. I don't think there's one singular best type of relic. However, as far as the ability ones, like I don't know, it's good to have 2. If you're fighting a dragon, having 1 weapon that has cryokinesis and then 1 that has ice storm, like it's not a bad idea. No, I haven't got the Power Ranger skins. I was never really... I can't say I'm like anything against Power Rangers, but I just didn't watch that channel growing up. I was like a Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon kid, pretty much exclusively. Watched a little bit of Disney, but not really. Like, I didn't watch any Disney, like, IRL shows. Like, I think every once in a while I'd watch, like, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and stuff, but I wasn't a habitual watcher of it. And then I don't think I really watched any Disney animated. Like, I didn't watch... Kim Possible was a Disney animated, right? Or was that Cartoon Network? Because I never watched Kim Possible, but I watched a lot of like Kids Next Door, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Toonami in general. That's how I started watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid. Yeah, I've actually still to this day haven't used techno tunneling. Also, the other one, the earthbending one, dude, those rocks do a ton of damage. Jimmy Neutron, that was Nickelodeon, but yes. Fairly Odd Parents, and the Nickelodeon side, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Hey Arnold, Rocket Power, Cat Dog. Sponge Boy me Bob. Lots of SpongeBob. I even watch SpongeBob to this day. Not as much, but like, now it's like, nowadays it's all King of the Hill, American Dad. Those are probably my top favorite cartoons of adulthood. Futurama's up there, but the newer seasons on Hulu are just, they're a bit of a shell of what Futurama used to be, sadly. As much as I love Futurama, I just can't get on board. The the King of the Hill reboot, fantastic. Oh, I watched my fair share of Kablam. All That, or not all, I didn't watch as much All That as the Amanda Show. It was towards the end of me watching like those kiddie like it was like, I think it was when I was more of a teenager, but I think it was called Fanboy and Chum Chum. That was a fun little show. And then Adventure Time kind of came out when I was like a teenager, I think. I don't know what year it came out, but I haven't watched all of Adventure Time and all the spin-offs, but definitely Adventure Time fan as I got older. Honestly, Power Relic is only good if you intend on fighting non-Ninjago enemies, and even then it's arguable that the elemental ones could be better because they add the elemental buildup and stuff. Family Guy, oh yeah, Family Guy's up there. It's just like more older. It's not as, Family Guy is another one of those things. Like, it's not bad now, but it's not as good. I will say it's still funny, but it's a little more, it's repetitive. Whereas like even a new American Dad, it's not as good again as like older to mid season American Dad episodes. But I don't know, Roger can never get old to me. Just their whole, like that whole dynamic. I don't know, like American Dad fans are like die hard. I feel like if you're either, you don't just simply watch a little bit of American Dad. You either are a huge fanatic or you like probably don't watch the show at all. You always like Lego? Yeah. I mean, there was a portion when I was like from about 16 to 26 is when I picked up the Lego hobby again. So there's like what we call the Dark Ages. And then like I'll still watch the new Rick and Morty when it comes out, but I feel like, dude, it's going to be 2050 by the time they do their 10 season run that they signed on for, or they're just going to cancel that because they're supposed to do 10 seasons. And I think we're like 2 seasons into that. Because like there's like what 7 seasons I think are now Rick and Morty or something like that. But I think the last 2 seasons were on that 10 season deal that they got with the new voice actors and stuff. And I like Rick and Morty, but it's definitely, again, it's like a shell of what it used to be. And it's a little repetitive now, but I'll still watch a new season if it comes out. I never really watched any Lego. Ninjago came out right when I was kind of graduating high school, so I just wasn't into Lego and watching that kind of stuff at the time. So I never really gained a like a sentiment for Ninjago, or like what's the word? A nostalgia. Oops, that could have been bad. I never watched Ben 10. That was good. Those are the Adventures of Jackie Chan with the talismans and stuff. I loved watching that show. You give me a MacGuffin that's in the form of like power things, like just like what was it? Transformers Armada, the animated Transformers Armada series with the mini cons. Get out of here. Sold. Every episode, we're searching for a new MacGuffin that powers up our team. Yes, please. It's like the best thing ever. I'll never forget how cool it was. It was the Transformers Armada, and every episode, like, they had to find what was called a mini con, which was like a little tiny transformer, but it like augmented whichever transformer found it and like equipped it. It was like a little side buddy that would like augment you as a transformer. And then I remember like the arc of I don't know how many seasons it was, but the whole arc came to a point where there was these 3 mini cons, and I can't remember. No, there was 6. 3 made a shield, and then the other 3 made a sword. If you like combined them, and then if you had the shield and the sword, game over, man. And there was like a episode where they had finally got them all, and Optimus gets the sword and the shield. I just have an image of him, the little graphic of him wielding it for the first time, going ham. It was cool. Yeah, golems have been in Ninjago Island. Oh, we're going through. This is the lag zone. From like the start of here until about here, I will lag severely. But yeah, highly recommend Transformers Armada. I'm almost positive that's what the series was called. I want to say it was only like 1 or 2 seasons for the series, but it was really cool. And I think it was Transformers Beast Wars. Now that was my nostalgic brain. I remember rewatching that as like a teenager and an adult, and I was like, oh my god, the 3D animation in that was woof. I'm trying to think about their niche shows in general. Obviously everybody watched like Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, Rocket Power, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of any other outside of the box shows that I ended up watching. Transformers Prime. I wouldn't remember the plot, but I probably ended up, if that was like a late 90s, early 2000s series, and maybe I caught some of it. You know what I'm really sad about is that like I need to watch it now, but it's something that Heather's not interested in, so I have to like find the time to binge it myself, and maybe I will here. I need actually something to watch. Is Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series. I wanted so badly to watch it as a kid, and I lived in Arizona. Like I was like still in Arizona, or not still, but I was just had moved to Arizona, and I can't like we live in our own time zone, and I don't remember what time it came on, but like. It came on apparently right when my bedtime was, because I remember seeing the promos for the Star Wars Clone Wars, and I was like, dude, a Star Wars animated show? I'm like, get me in this. I was so excited, but I was never able to watch it because it came on like right when I was supposed to go to bed, and I don't remember how old I was, but I just like got gypped out of watching it, and then I never watched it as it went on. And I'm so disappointed because it's like one of the arguably best pieces of Star Wars media out there. What's with the animal treats? It's weird. Once you feed an animal treat, until you feed them another treat or get them into a house, they'll like show that it's to show that the treat you gave them previously has worn off, which you'd think they eventually would go away. That's like a small bug fix that maybe they'll fix one day, but otherwise I'm not worried about it. But yeah, it just shows that the previous treat has worn off. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm excited for the new Mandalorian Grogu movie. That'll be interesting to see because that'll be like, it has to be their finale to their story, right? Or like maybe it'll lead on to another story later on with Grogu being grown up and maybe Mando's not there. Because like, it'll be interesting to see how they cap off this story that's been, what, 2 or 3 seasons? If you include Book of Boba. It's a lot of story that we've seen so far, so it's like, this is like essentially like a huge finale to the show. But it'll be interesting to see, like, because like it'll probably be the ending of their story, but they'll probably lead on to like so many other things. Like we saw what's his name from Rebels, why am I losing his name, the purple guy. There'll probably be all sorts of stuff they can bounce off of after that. You think The Mandalorian will be a trilogy? That's not a terrible idea or take either. Because then they could do, like, with any trilogy, like in Star Wars, generally they do a bit of time jumping, which is expected in the Star Wars universe. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. Get a second movie, time jump, 3 to 5 years. Grogu's maybe in a little more adolescent state, and then they could do another time jump for the third movie. Maybe he's like, not like old or fully grown, but like, you know, pretty much fully matured as far as like growth is concerned. They can give him like a baby middle and end, but that'd be interesting for character design, or if they're just gonna leave him little baby Grogu forever. I don't think aging Grogu will be as good for merchandise, though. That's honestly, unfortunately, a very big factor in character design and stuff like that, is they want to sell toys. They want to sell toys and merch as soon as that movie drops. Well, how long? I figure even with him obviously living longer, what's their maturity cycle? Like, I still figure it happens fairly early. Like, he's only what? He's already like 50 or whatever. So it is really slow. It's like proportional to their life length, right? I can't remember the exact lore behind it. No, I know Yoda was that old, but Grogu is already like 50, right? Like, he's already pretty old. Relatively, right? Because, like, when does he reach, like, when did Yoda hit, like, his max size? Obviously, his intelligence could always increase, but, like, as far as, like, maturity for his species. So that means, like, you couldn't really time... So that means he's going to stay... essentially like that for another 20, 30 years before he's noticeably grown or matured in a sense. So they probably, they couldn't do time skips in that sense then, because then they have to skip like generations, which would eventually, you do 2 time skips and no more Mando. The Daft Punk build is back in the shop, you say? Huge shout out to Brickenstein for buying that for me the first time around. Otherwise, where am I going? Otherwise, I'd have to, I'd be getting it today. Yeah, I knew Yoda was like 900 or super old. They live to be super long, but I wasn't sure how their growth scaled with how old they get. Because, like, elves in Lord of the Rings, I feel like they, like, what, 10, 15 years, and they're pretty much as big and as old as they're ever going to look. Like, they max out pretty early in their lifespan, and then it's, like, 95% of that is just, like, immortality at full development. Because again, I don't know Tolkien lore very deep, but I figure an elf matures in probably 20-ish years, and then they just stay like that forever. It doesn't take an elf like 100 years to become fully developed, right? If I do Lego builds, like, live? No. At least not in a while. Are you making animal villages with only animals in it? Making, adding to, rather, but I do need to make another one here. Gosh darn it. It's lagging right now. It'll eventually let me down. But yeah, so they released some new animal variants this week that are, we don't know how limited they're going to be, but they'll be limited to an extent. But I'm going to just add, I got the red one and the tan one here. Oh, and there they go. Well, I'm going to go see what Bones is barking at. Well, yeah. I don't even know it's going to let me back in right now. Well, I'll have to try it again. I'm probably, when I get back in, I'm just going to make the next village here. Yeah, if only we can get everything else cycled back in here. I don't think it's going to find anything. I'm probably going to have to wait a few minutes to get back into that world. Well, that sucks. Yeah, no invasive species. That's the other thing. I think they should add, like, animal husbandry and stuff, like ways to mate and breed and, like, create more. And there's, I wish there was more dynamic to the animals and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait a few minutes. Give me a second. I got to pee anyway. Let's see if we can get back in. No, it still shows my character in there, so probably not. There we go. I won't have my animals; they'll be gone. But we'll start because I'm gonna need a second one anyway. Which will almost be better because that way I can get a bunch of them, all of them in one anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't even call that a crash because like the game itself didn't crash, but like the world crashed, right? Like the server crashed. But every once in a while, my game itself, the whole game does crash. Like Fortnite itself does crash from time to time. I know, Kush. They got $2 out of literally every streamer on the planet in this game. Because luckily it's only a 200 V-Buck emote, but for $2, heck yeah, easiest emote I ever bought. Yeah, they knew what they were doing with that one. At least they made it cheap for us. They didn't like, hey, here's a streamer emote. We made $20. Now that I say that, they'll come out with like an even crazier one. Like this one's just a sign. But they'll make like one that's like a whole animated stage. It's like, we're gonna be right back. It'll be like some Pitbull type song. And it'll be like, Epic Bricks will be right back. Do you play with viewers? No, not very often. Oh my god, what am I? Oh, wait. I'm all the way back here. No. I guess. Oh my god. We're just gonna break this here and then go, because we're gonna make the new village anyway. Oyston, thank you for the follow. David, what's going on? Hopefully it doesn't take a million years. Oh, I should have checked out the shop while I was in the lobby there, huh? It's almost like the game wanted me to. Are the village upgrades still pretty much the same since the last time I checked? I think that's the most recent one. Yeah, I feel the same way. No free Ninjago builds. Hopefully in part 2. That's what I'm holding out hope for. Oh no, I need that stuff. How long does this world? I've had this world for like 2 years now. Thousands of hours on it. Yo, what's up, Faith? Welcome back. Maybe... Do I have animals there yet? Do I have animals there? No. Yeah, these ones I have populated. Those all have animals. That one might have free space? No, I don't remember. This one might have free space already. Guess that was worth checking before. Because this one's where I've been putting them. And I think here... No, that's my castle village. So I do need to make another one. They'll have to go like, I think that's there just to get, no, that's my Nova base. No, it's just my offhand. I don't have anything in right now. I mean, I can give you tips, but if you can narrow it down a little bit, it could be a little more helpful, probably. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh! Is this gonna load in or what? Yo, Legend, thank you for the follow. And you should not be spawning. I swear I have more farm. Like, maybe this one's blank. So where's the stuff? Is it gonna load in the village totem at all? Come on! No, I'm just frozen. This is terrible. Best way to get essence? Pretty much just playing the game. There's no real farming way to get, like, fighting enemies and collecting resources. I'm just waiting for this lag to go away. Because I'm almost positive I have more stuff here. It just hasn't loaded in yet. And it's refusing to. There we go. Oh my god. Still hasn't loaded in the animals that are supposed to be. There we go. Holy cow. It worked. Okay. Let's see if this will load in. I thought it would load in faster if I wasn't directly near this, but it still took for, like, this hasn't even loaded in all the way. Well, which balloon glitch exactly? Yo, Jay Turner, thank you for the roses, and SXD boy, welcome back, and thank you for the heartmeats. All right. So we need a stack of wood, a stack of planks, stack of knot root, granite slabs, marble slabs, copper bars, and then this and this, and then we should be able to do it. Oh, and then also, we can't forget, I also need to put away... Get rid of that, get rid of that. I don't remember exactly how much I need, but we need to build a bunch of... I guess we'll get more planks and torches, and I'll do grills. Is there anything... Oh, no, I usually do stone breakers. That's what I always did. It's planks and granite. All right, where do we build this bad boy? That's supposed to be for villagers. Wait, why did all my things... These are supposed to be A's, not teepees. These keeps... Dude, all the village markers are always busted, dude. Can't avoid it. See if we can throw one, like, around here. How long have I had this world? Like 2 years. See how close I can get to that other one. So I like having them on like a grid. See, this one's here, then it's... Well, let's go... right by the cave. Wait, no, it's a nice flat spot. Oh, now it's too close to that one. So we do gotta go a little bit further. Let's go with that. Hey! Rude. Few more for good measure, because I can never remember how much you actually need. That's got to be enough, right? Hey, hit it. Not villagers, animals. You can only have 7 animals or you have up to 7 of one or the other. So eventually you got to make more bases if you want to keep more animals. There we go. Got to get it to face the right way. Or somewhat correct, anyway. Boom. Ready to move in. Actually, not quite yet. I need to wait for a villager to arrive here, which I may or may not be able to because Can't remember if I have all the grasslands villagers currently taken or not. So I gotta wait for a visitor to pop up here so I can put them on take. Because you gotta have to have at least one villager there to take care of the animals. Otherwise, you have to manually feed them, and I ain't doing that for multiple villages. So, yeah. Oh, we need some flex wood rip. I can just use that. So that's, I think, here for nothing now. It wasn't much of a trick. It was just me so you know how you need village rating to level up your village, right? Well, you can use pretty much any of these. I think stone breakers are just good because they're cheap materials and they count. They count for a lot of village rating. So to get level 10 village rating, you need to have a certain amount of stuff built, which is I think like 16 stone breakers is technically enough to get you. It doesn't automatically get you, but it allows you, right? Because you have enough village rating or whatever. So then what I do is I get all the village rating first with all of the stone breakers. And then, I don't know if you saw me, but before I left, I have a list on my Discord in the guide section that just has all of the, it's just a one singular list. So for a grasslands village, you need 27 wood, 45 planks, 45 knot root, 40 granite, 25 marble, 45 granite slabs, 50 marble slabs, 60 copper bars, 10 ambers, and then 15 cut ambers. So I pre-packed my bag with all of those things. Then I got the village rating up, and then all I had to do was go here and click the upgrade button 10 times. So it was just like, I'm just doing it efficiently. Oh, we got a visitor already. Beautiful. Oh, I need to make a bed. Perfect. And then now we can say, let's have jobs at the village, food. Oh, I gotta actually have an animal here before it shows up as a job, I believe. I think they should still...
It's depressing that even some of the most dedicated LEGO Fortnite fans like yourself have lost interest in the game and streaming content. You rarely stream nowadays, but I'm sure you will be back by the next major update.
Oh, yeah. And also, you gotta remember, I'm not completely blaming, or at all really blaming the game for my absence. I've got my own stuff going on in life that's been kind of pulling me away a little bit more lately, so... But it doesn't help with the situation, right? So we got a villager here. We're good. I just need to start getting animals over now. Yeah, I think they should do a backpack upgrade that you can, like... Because now that we have fall damage reduction, you don't even need the glider, really, technically. So what if they had, like, instead of the glider, you could put, like, a backpack there, and it would extend your backpack or something temporarily. Well, they didn't remove fall damage, but
it's totally the game's fault with the lack of content.
With the, what's it called? The new Spinjitzu. There's still fall damage, you just don't get it while you're wearing that Spinjitzu charm. And until it becomes less meta, we'll be using it all the time. You can only fast travel to the Ninjago monastery, unfortunately. Some people's worlds are bugged and they can technically teleport anywhere, but it's pretty rare. Why are there so many barns and animals? Because I try to collect all the different colors of each animal. So, like, chicken, there's only one. Chicken is a chicken is a chicken. But there's, like, at this point, like 10 different color variants of a chicken. So I try to collect them all. So you need just a lot of space for it. It's taking forever. How do you get the dragon trophy? I don't know. I don't think it has to be. Does it have to be in expert mode, or can you get the regular dragon trophy in survival too? You just have to defeat a dragon, I think, in expert. My new world made 2 days ago lets me teleport to both Nana villages. Oh my god. That's so sweet. At least you found yours. Still can't find him on your old world though, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, Finale, there are trophies. They're called expert trophies. I'll show you. You can only get these expert trophies by doing objectives in expert mode. At least there's no rewards or progression tied to them. Was there a quest line once you talk to him or anything? Dude, it's been this is, okay, now this is consistent. Like every time it didn't used to take this long every single time. What is expert mode? It's increased difficulty in enemies, and then also if you die there's the totem of return which can save you, but if you die without said totem of return, you essentially lose access to the world forever. So it's like hardcore Minecraft in a sense. Yeah, my world in general, it's very old, and I've built a ton in it. And I don't know if that's the whole reason it takes so long to load, but this is pretty much the normal. But it's still the biggest issue. It's like when I finally kind of bring myself to have motivation to do stuff again, and I hop on the game, and it doesn't want to let you play. I think, there we go. I think for like all the time I've been playing today so far, it's about 2 hours only. I swear like 45 minutes that has been kind of just like dealing with lag. Sitting here in a loading screen there, lagging while I'm moving across the map here. Okay. Let's go find... Assuming I have all the stuff on me still that I need. Some animals. Should probably make it daytime too. I wish it would have... Because, like, I think if I destroy this bed and I were to die, I would go to my 0-0, and I wish it would just go to your bed that you had previous to the one you placed. That makes more sense to me. Isn't there a separate thing? Isn't it like 50 villagers and 100 animals total you can have? Or am I wrong? Is it was it combined? I don't remember now. I already have one orange one, right? So I'm gonna fill up that second village here. So I do need like a copy of all of them again, essentially. He's gonna... Hey! I guess I'm only taking one anyway. he destroyed the other one.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, Iron Mountain with the sub. The resub, nonetheless. Thank you. Welcome back, dude. I feel like they definitely changed the running animation recently for certain stuff. Expert trophies, they're trophies you get from defeating brutes and other enemies in certain biomes in the game. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that the tan one that spawned behind me all of a sudden? What the heck? I didn't see those there a second ago. I swear they must have just spawned in. Hope they didn't spawn out. They probably despawned. Yep. They're there, they're not there. Oh. Nope, yeah, he's... Literally, that's all it takes sometimes to get him to despawn is you get like 5 feet away. I think those were tan ones too. They just weren't there to begin with, so I wasn't expecting them to be there. A 30 stream streak, jeez. That's insane. Mirror. I don't know if like keeping them separate that way will make any difference. I did have one fall out earlier. Let's see if we can get them all in one go. I'm going for it. Oh, of course I'm lagging. Tutorial? I've got one up on my TikTok already. You can go check it out. This should be fairly recent on my page. Oh no! Yes, I guess I can't keep them in the same spot, otherwise it definitely has been goofing up. Come back here. I guess I'll have to keep them separate. It's being weird. I've never really attempted to transfer them in the same spot like that. Where do you go? Buddy, are you kidding me? Hold still. Alright, we'll just go with this. They seem to be goofing up when I have 2 in one spot. That's why I kind of originally had it separated this way. Anyway. The voyage. Only got to take it 6,500 meters. See if I can luck out. If I can find a third one here real quick, I'll attempt, because if I lose one, then it's still like still going back with 2, right? See if I can get lucky right at the end. Find another one that I need on the way out. Okay, no, not here. That's not happening. Bye-bye! April is most likely the earliest we're getting, like, actual new content. Well, let me close my shades real quick. I would want to. Ideally, I'd want to have one village with all my chickens. All my chickens. I still wish you could toggle this auto thruster turn off thing. I wish I could just toggle it to be on like a 10-second timer like it is, or just have to be indefinite. You know what they could do is, like, they could make it indefinite, and then they could just do, like, a ripcord feature where it's like your character goes out of the seat, the balloons deactivate, the thrusters deactivate. I feel like that should be, like, almost built in. It's like if you're running on a treadmill and you fall, it pulls out the thing and it stops it, so you don't get extra injured. Maybe like the same thing. We could toggle this to be on forever. And if you accidentally emote or fall out of the car or whatever it is, it would turn them off. And basically, then it could also turn your balloons off, so it would auto land even. 'Cause that's half the problem too. Is like they don't keep thrusters indefinitely activated, but we keep balloons. Could you imagine if you had to activate the balloons every 10 seconds too? But you run into the same problem. If you fall off your vehicle, then it's stuck in the air. I mean, there's one bus station on Ninjago Island, but there's not really any others to collect. But there's plenty on the mainland if you want to go for, like, a Rift Shard hunt. I think I'm going to make this drop and then call it a bit of an early night. Get some other stuff done this evening too. I haven't been making much content, or any content either, obviously, but I will be getting back on top of that here soon. But you should go check out my Bricklink store. It's linked in the TikTok bio. Because once I get this dropped off, I think technically that... I think I still need the red one. That's one that fell out. But I'm close to completing it, but I still want to get like 2 sets of them. But I can always do that tomorrow. I'm not trying to rush through this. If anything, I need to do shorter streams with less intense grind so I don't complete my objectives within like 3 days. Oh, I bet there's a villager there. But I've been seeing a lot of the builds the community's been making on Reddit. I can't remember who it was, but the corn on the cob house, chef's kiss, dude. Holy crap, that looks so good. Yay, revenge. I'm gonna get these last... I don't think these are the last 2 I need. I think I still need 1 more after this technically, but I'll just grab it tomorrow. One thing I might start doing too is revamping the animal bases and maybe doing a moderate build. But I don't want to do like a barn for every single one of them. But then again, I don't have like a different theme that I could do for every single one of them either. Yeah, what's up, Master? I'm about to hit the valley of lag. Starting like right here, get ready. So we make it through this time. Nope. Is there anything new to Fortnite and LEGO? It depends on the last time you played, I guess. Release me. Told you as soon as I hit here. And then it'll barely let me through here, and then when I get to here, it kind of clears up. Yeah, the red and black chicken looks really sharp. No, not really. They added some new chicken variants the other day. But it's just like a limited time, kind of minimal thing. Yep. I think all the arrows point to sometime in April, possibly, but that's not even guaranteed at this point. I mean, the game's been out for about 2 years, but if you haven't played in years since it came out, you should definitely give it another try. There's a lot more content than when the game dropped. I've made it like 20 feet. There we go. I think another thing they could add too is like hostile animal training, where you could like tame a wolf or a roller and like take it back to your base, and then after that you could like recruit it to like explore with you, like you could take like a villager and a wolf with you and have like even more in your party. Big lag spike over here, make it through a little bit, lag spike there. Plasma pistols are kind of the go-to for the meta. I can't help but start to fall asleep when the game just refuses to let me play. Please! Please let me play the game. So you've got the Warhammer, the pistols, and the what else came out with that? The dual daggers. The plasma pistols are generally the best, but if you need to get them still, you need to find a spire. It'll unlock the Vengeance Jones quest line, and you do those, and it'll unlock the recipes for those. Oh, by the way, I think I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I still cannot create a new world. It gives me an error every time I try to create a new world. So I can't even try to make a new world and start fresh. And I have other worlds, but they're not expert worlds. And I can't, like, again, if I wanted to start fresh and, you know, see if that made my map any less laggy, I can't even do that right now. Haven't been able to do that for months. Like, literal months, I think now. I haven't been able to create a world. Since, like, before Ninjago, even. And right now, I can't even move through my world, bro. This is the other reason where, like, it deters me from doing a 4-hour stream when I can't even do the absolute simplest action in the game, which is moving from point A to point B. That's what's the most frustrating. It's the most, like, minuscule aspect is the most tedious. It's already tedious traveling. But it's like sitting in traffic when there shouldn't be traffic. It's 2 in the morning and somehow I'm in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It took me a good, like, 5+ minutes to cross that. Probably more. Because I'm going to have to travel across this at least 2 more times, which I do not feel like doing today. We'll get it done tomorrow. Fresh mind. Oh, I never got a villager. Oh, no, I did get a new villager at that one. Duh, we're good. Yeah, but if I do everything today, this is the one time where it's almost, with the lack of content the game gets, sometimes you do stuff too fast. You end up burning out too quick because you did it all too quick. Trust me, I feel that, though. Because I've got until the 23rd, I think. So I've got another day. And I would be more ahead in this collection, but I did 1 batch, and I took 2 back to my base successfully. And then I went back for a second batch. I get back with I spent the whole time collecting them and coming back. Game server crashes. Lose my chickens that I just brought all, like, literally I was just about to land and put them in the farms. And the server crashed, so they just obviously when I came back in, they were just gone. What game is this? It's LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. It's free. See, now I'm just infinitely floating. Oh. Oh, no. Dude. Now I can't. Okay. Cool. Did I just really just lose both of them? Nope. Okay. We're good. Dude, please figure out where I am on the map. Please. I can't even control this thing. Every time I click a button, it's delayed by about 17.5 seconds. Please. No, this one does. I have another village where I already started to collect them a little bit, but this one's separate, so I'll get them all here again. Han Solo. He's one of the Star Wars names. Here we go. All right, so which two did I get? I got the icy one and the orange one already. So this is technically my second orange one, but I still wanted to get a second a set of each. But that means I need a screenshot of you, sir. Wait, do I want the picture from the barn or from the... I can't remember which picture. I think it's the same picture anyway. But I think I use this one because it's bigger. It's like a higher res. If I take a screenshot of this and make it smaller, it's much higher quality than if I take a screenshot of this. This is smaller, and if I drag it, make it bigger, it's less detailed. So I think the other one's like a higher res. I can't remember if I've done that with all of them though or not. So that's 2. I need 2 more, but I need 3 more just at this base. Because the other one has the orange and the white. This one has orange and a black, but I'm still trying to double up anyway. So we should be good. He's in there. He's in there. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Calling it for the day, but I'll be back on tomorrow. I will absolutely be back on the next couple days to grab these chickens. And then, where are they? I was told that we have Bryn, by the way. Do this. I can't talk about it, otherwise TikTok gets mad at me for talking about it. But CCEB. Yeah, it is back. Daft Punk kit this is the first Lego kit we've had in the item shop in like 6 months, I think. Sadly, nothing else. Dude, the Luna Snow character looks terrible, but the Luna Snow minifigure looks great. This looks so bad compared to Rivals. I think this looks exactly on brand. Like, this is perfect. Like, this looks amazing. Like, it almost makes me want to buy. Actually, you know what? I think she is, like, my main in Rivals. Gimme. Because, like, she looks terrible for BR, but for Lego, that looks exactly how I kind of expect it to look. Yoink. Hey, I have him. Colonel Poppy. Nothing else too crazy. Dude, the shop is like infinite these days. It just never stops. Even the BR Magic it doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look right. Let's send it over to Queens North. That sounds good. But thank you for rejoining me, guys. Like I said, I'll tell you if I'm quitting. If I'm just gone for a while, I'll try to be more vocal in the Discord, but sometimes I end up just self-isolating sometimes, which is not the healthiest thing, but sometimes it's what my brain reverts to. But I'm not going anywhere. You'll hear from me if I'm not coming back preemptively. If you kind of just see me disappear for a week or two, which shouldn't, hopefully happens less. We move on. But sometimes life is life and life is life, you know? But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back on tomorrow, absolutely, to collect more. I have to be on tomorrow and the next day, or to collect these chickens before they're potentially gone forever. I don't think they'll be gone forever, but it is possible. Hopefully not. But I'm out of here, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.